it's Joyce from Morris Patch of Heaven Homestead, and this is week 2 of the Three Rivers Pantry Challenge. And I'm excited to bring you some wonderful meals. I don't know yet what I'll be making. It's one of those things that when you have what you have in your pantry and your refrigerators, you make do and you make wonderful meals from scratch. So anyway, come along and let's see what I can make for you this week. Okay, for lunch we are going to make some mac and cheese, homemade. We don't usually buy, or I should say we never really buy the box. So I am using these gamelli, I guess, noodles from Costco. They're organic. As you can see, they're just a funny little noodle. And we are going to be grating cheese, adding cream, butter, and yeah, making delicious mac and cheese for lunch on this day. Okay, I have quite a bit of this quinoa left from our power bowls the other night. So I am frying up some onions. I'm going to add eggs and some bacon to that. And I am going to make a quinoa type of fried rice, stir fry, just because we made extra. I always do that because this is what I want to use it for. And so it's going to be delicious. I'm frying up the onions first, then I'll add the eggs, the bacon, and the quinoa and show you how delicious this is going to be. Okay, and just like that, the quinoa fried rice is done. Add a little bit of liquid aminos or coconut aminos, soy sauce, whatever it is, to it. Add a little bit of hot sauce, and yeah, you're good to go. Check that out. Leftover quinoa with some turkey bacon, onions, eggs, makes for a delicious stir fry. Okay, and just like that, we have some really creamy mac and cheese. There is no reason, guys, to buy the boxes. All it took was noodles of your choice, heavy cream or milk, whatever you prefer. We have raw heavy cream from our milk that we get. I put some cheese. You can put butter in there if you prefer. We didn't need any because we had a lot of cream. And look at that, some salt. And my kiddos will be happy. They have homemade mac and cheese. A yummy bowl of hot mac and cheese on this wintry day. It is so cold outside with the wind chill. It's about 3 degrees. So yeah, warm up with some yummy mac and cheese for lunch on this day. Okay, and there we have a yummy bowl of quinoa fried rice with our farm fresh eggs, turkey bacon, look at that, some onions, and a leftover bowl of yumminess for dinner on this night. Okay, so for supper tonight, Jedediah made some deer loin steaks. They're like little medallions. He made them in butter with some salt, pepper, and Chicago steak seasoning. Sorry, the potatoes are boiling and I'm getting a little bit of the heat from that. But yeah, I forgot to show you as he was making it in the cast iron pan here. But pretty much that's what he did. He just fried it up in some butter, some salt, pepper, and Chicago steak seasoning. And guys, it is a melt in your mouth type of steak, so delicious. And we're gonna have this with mashed potatoes, and we're still trying to figure out what kind of veggies we can dig up out of the freezer. So that's what we're having this night. Some yummy turkey bacon for breakfast on this wintry morning. It is so cold out there. We have snow, it's 1 degree, so we're making a nice hot breakfast. Adding some yummy potatoes to the bacon and some bagels. And then we'll probably have some eggs as well, and maybe some fermented carrots. Sounds good to me. Yummy. Okay, and just like that, breakfast is done. That is a yummy breakfast for a cold wintry morning. With temps like this, guys, you need to really eat. And there's a smaller version. Lots of butter on there, that good fat. All right, so this is breakfast on this morning. Okay, for supper tonight, we are going to make a Mexican noodle bake. That's where we take noodles. These are leftover noodles from our pantry that we got at Trader Joe's a while back. We have some salsa that we have left over. We have to use up our cottage cheese, some diced tomatoes from the pantry, some Ortega chilies from the pantry. We have a big thing of garlic. We're going to cut up an onion and use deer meat. And so all of these will go in a pot, and we will make a delicious sauce out of most of it. We will then add the cottage cheese, and we'll add cheese to the top of this. And guys, this is a delicious, what we call Mexican noodle bake. And my kiddos love it. They want it all the time. We don't make it that often, but boy, it's a good way to use up leftovers, especially if you have extra, leftover salsa or, whatever it is, you can throw it all in there. And we are making kefir with our raw milk for breakfast smoothies. So let me get busy here and show you how we make our Mexican noodle bake. Okay, just finished sauteing the onions and the deer meat and added the garlic. Yes, that's a lot of garlic. We love garlic. We got these trophy noodles all done. I've never used these before. They're from Trader Joe's, and I know I said we needed to finish up these noodles, but actually it was a package we'd never used before but needed to be used up. So yeah, they're just long noodles and they taste wonderful. They taste like a noodle, but anyway, okay, let me put the rest of the ingredients in the pan and show you what it looks like. Okay, and just like that, our Mexican noodle bake is done. Look at that. Doesn't that look delicious? The cheese is incorporated, the cottage cheese, all of the deer meat, onions, garlic. This was all from our pantry and fridge that we needed to use up. So I hope you'll give this a try. It is just a simple Mexican noodle bake. Okay, so this morning we are going to make a kefir smoothie. You don't need a whole lot because a little bit goes a long way. If you don't know what kefir is, it is a milk product where you get kefir grains and you ferment it on your counter for anywhere from 12 to 24 hours, depending on how sour you like it. It's kind of like a yogurt drink. And now I'm adding some cherries. I'm going to be making a cherry kefir smoothie. Add about that many. And just like that, you have a kefir smoothie, and it is so nutritious. So this is what I'm having for breakfast this morning, and we're now going to make some bagel sandwiches for the kiddos. And just like that, a yummy bagel sandwich for the kiddos. These are bagels that we keep in our freezer. We buy quite a few of them and then keep them in the freezer so that we can use them when we need them. Same with the cheese. So all of this is from our freezers, and our eggs from our chickens. Okay, for dinner tonight, I am making a taco soup with random leftovers. I tend to do that when I've got all kinds of stuff in the fridge that needs to be used up. We make some kind of soup. I have onions here that I'm going to saute in the Instant Pot. I have leftover deer meat from our Mexican noodle bake, some random tomatoes, a random can of beans that I found in the pantry. I have corn, frozen corn, some garlic. I have some crushed tomatoes, some jalapenos, some quinoa, and I have cheese. So I am going to put all of this in our Instant Pot, and I am going to make a delicious taco soup. And I'm going to show you exactly how I do this. And every time the taco soup's a little different because it depends what kind of leftovers that I have. But I have a little bit of everything today. So this is going to be absolutely delicious. And it's still really, really cold outside, so soup works really, really well. Okay, I am sauteing the onions and I put the meat in there. So I've got that all nice and mixed up and getting warm. And then I'll start adding the other ingredients. And yeah, get this soup going. Okay, I've added the beans. I've rinsed them. I don't usually use canned beans, but I have this random can, so I thought I would use it. Some tomatoes. I added the corn, the quinoa. Now I'm going to add a chicken base. I don't have any chicken broth, but I have like a bouillon. It's a chicken bouillon, which is a better brand, and I'm going to make that into a broth and add that as well. And then the jalapenos, and we are going to be eating here before long. I added the broth and the jalapenos, and now it is just all heating up in the Instant Pot. And I'm going to shred up some cheese, and we will have this with taco chips and shredded cheese. It smells amazing, guys. It's as simple as that. A taco soup or soup can be made with all your leftovers, and it turns out so delicious. If you could smell the chili seasoning from the meat from last night, it is just simply amazing. Smells so good here in the RV. All right, and just like that, we have a delicious bowl of taco soup with some cheese and some multi-grain taco chips that are gluten-free. And look at that. And that took maybe 10 minutes to make. Y'all can do that too. Clean out the fridge and make a delicious meal. So that is what we had for dinner this night. Okay guys, this ends week 2 of the Three Rivers Pantry Challenge. I hope you enjoyed coming along with us. Next week will be week 3. It's been so exciting. I just love being able to work through the pantry, stuff in our refrigerators and freezers, and not having to go to the grocery store. I think I've told you before, I can't stand grocery shopping, so this has been so much fun making do with what we have other than picking up milk. We have pretty much just been using what we have. As you could tell, it wasn't a full week. We had some crazy weather, went to go visit some family, and I didn't feel I could video there. So, but next week we'll have another 5 meals with just wonderful things. It's so much fun just making things from scratch, which is what we do anyhow, but having to use what you have is even more fun. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for coming along with us. We will be doing week 3, and yeah, let's see what we can come up with for next week. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll catch you on the next one. God bless you.